Welcome to AIGP News. I'm Steve Sanders. In this week's top story, a $1.3 trillion spending bill has failed in the Senate. This bill included $153 million for the war in Afghanistan and $1.3 trillion of unfinished budget work. The Senate failed to approve this, with conservatives saying that there is over $8 billion of liberal earmarks in it. The Senate said if those liberal earmarks had gotten anything but a 16-foot high menorah, they might have approved it. President Obama this week has said that the war in Afghanistan is right on track. He said it is right on track to be the longest war in U.S. history. President Obama plans to continue his plans to start pulling troops out next summer, saying that once troops start pulling out, there will be fewer skirmishes because there will be fewer Americans to skirmish with. 20 states have asked U.S. District Judge Robert Vinson to throw the Obama health care plan out. They have also asked them to throw out gay marriages, gun control, and bears riding unicycles. These states have said that Obama's health care plan is unconstitutional and would greatly increase the federal government's power. These states have said that Americans should not be required to buy anything, well, except for seatbelts, car insurance, baby seats, and driver's licenses. The Army doctor who refused to be deployed to Afghanistan and questioned Obama's eligibility to be Commander-in-Chief has been sentenced this week to 6 months in prison and discharged from the Army, making everyone in the Army realize it was just that easy to get out of the Army. Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin's punishment still has to be approved by Major General Carl Horst before it can be administered, which, knowing the Army, could take 10 to 12 years. The large set of sand barriers that the Louisiana governor had put up on the Gulf of Mexico has been criticized by the federal government, saying it is a waste of money. And that they continue to say that they wish they thought of it first. This large set of sand barriers were put up to catch oil left over in the Gulf of Mexico after BP's oil leak. It was said that it was a waste of BP's money, but then again, making a pipe that won't break and fixing it in a quick amount of time might have also been a waste of BP's money. A New Jersey prostitute was not among the 4 women's bodies that washed up on a New York beach this week. But don't worry, because New Jersey police haven't finished checking motels yet. These 4 bodies are presumably work of a serial killer, though police have not come out and said that yet. Police have said that they would like you to go about your normal business, which some prostitutes all over the world involves selling their body for money and running from the police. Oklahoma executed a death row inmate this week with a new lethal injection formula. They used this formula and said that it would be less painful than living in Oklahoma. This new formula contained a sedative frequently used in animal euthanasia. The death row inmate's last words were reportedly, "Wolf, wolf." Larry King did his final show this week and said goodbye to America and television after 25 years. His last words on the air were reportedly, "Where am I? And I just pooped my pants." America's Got Talent judge and British television show host Piers Morgan will reportedly take over the airwaves for Larry King starting in January. Well, for me and the 3 other people who still watch Larry King, we will miss you and look forward to the next 900-year-old man on television. The tax cut bill, which failed in the Senate, will now be passed back to the House for them to pass again. For those of you who are not familiar with this, it is an old children's game called Hot Potato, where you pass something back and forth until the time runs out. WikiLeaks' Assange was released from British prison this week on bail. He said with his freedom, he looks forward to releasing more leaked information and raping more women. The Senate and the House have approved to lift the ban on gay marriage this week, meaning its next stop will go to the President, where he will surely sign this. For more on this story, we go to our own Big R in another senseless editorial that no one will understand. Yo, 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 America! Big R here, and he gonna drop some knowledge on yo. Now, Big R, he here this week to talk to you about the military gay ban. Now, as you may have already heard from that fool in the studio, the Congress has voted to lift the ban, and the President will soon sign that into law, meaning gay people will soon be able to serve in the military. Now, this is a good thing overall. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, my niggas. My gay peeps will be able to serve their country and fight and die. But you know what? Well, this is a good thing, and this progressive of the military. This is also a bad thing. You see, my niggas, most top military leaders, they don't think the gays should be allowed to serve in the military. They were against this ban being lifted. Which means most of the people under them were against this ban being lifted. And all the soldiers are almost split down the middle of whether or not gays should be allowed in the military. See, you didn't know that. Big R dropping knowledge on you now. You got to pay attention. Pay attention to Big R. He dropping some knowledge. So this ban is very controversial. It's almost as controversial as my homeboy Tupac was when he first started rapping. Oh yes, it is. Now you see, because of all this, there's going to be a lot of hazing from the gay people. They're going to get hazed. They're going to get discriminated against. They're going to get run down once they join the military. Military officials, you know, their official word is going to be, don't touch the gay people. Leave them alone. Let them be gay. But you know, unofficially, they're going to be saying, we don't want them in here. Let them know that. And you know that's how it's going to be, because that's how it was when my homeboys, my niggers were allowed in the military. My homeboys were allowed in the military. That's how it was when the women were allowed in the military. They said, don't touch them. Don't touch them. Let them be. But unofficially, they said, let them know we don't want them here. And you know what? The women, they came back and sued the military. Yes, they did. They filed a class action lawsuit, people. A class action lawsuit, my peeps, against the military for that discrimination. And you know what Big R thinks? Big R thinks that same thing is going to happen with gay people. They're going to get discriminated against. They're going to get hazed. They're going to get beat down, run down, beat up. And you know what? They're going to file a class action lawsuit against the military. And you know what's going to happen? Because the military officials, they're going to say, don't touch them. Yet they're going to secretly say, let them know we don't want them here. So them gay people, they better watch out. They better watch themselves and check themselves before they get wrecked by the other people in the military. And you know what? While this is a good thing that the gays are allowed in the military, this is a very good thing. It's also a bad thing. Maybe this should have been put off a few years. Maybe we should have waited till it was less controversial and more acceptable. And that's what Big R thinks. As I said, Big R says, my niggas, that this is a good thing. But Big R also sees the bad in it. He sees the hazings. He sees the beating ups. He sees the discrimination. He sees the gay people being sent to the front lines just so they can get killed. So the heterosexual man, they can survive. He sees the gays being beat up. He sees them being hazed in boot camp. He sees the drill instructor, them file a report about this hazing, and the drill instructor magically losing the report. He sees all this happening because of this bill. Because the top military officials don't want them there, and they're going to make everybody know if they don't want them there. So this is a controversial decision. This is a bad decision. Because everything that's going to happen is going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of discrimination. There's going to be a lot of hazing. Everything bad is going to happen right now. So you gay people thinking of signing up, you better remember what Big R says. Wait a few years. Wait a few years and then serve your country. Once some of this is blown over. And that's what Big R's got talking about to you this week. So Big R, he's shooting it back to that fool in the studio, Steve Sanders. Thank you, Big R, for that nonsensical rant that no one understood. Now for celebrity news. Dexter co-stars Jennifer Carpenter and her husband Michael C. Hall are reportedly getting a divorce, making me wonder who are these people and what the hell is Dexter. Actor Morgan Freeman has come out and said that he is not dead, which is not news because Morgan Freeman has not been dead for over 70 years. Boxer Floyd Mayweather was indicted this week on assault charges, which a black man getting indicted and arrested is not news. In other news, over 10 million black people were not arrested this week. Actress Julia Stiles denies having anything to do with the breakup of Jennifer Carpenter and Michael C. Hall. She also denies ever making a bad movie. Former Melrose Place star Amy Locane was indicted this week for aggravated manslaughter and vehicular assault. If she is convicted of these charges, she could face up to 2 months in prison. This is nothing new to the actress, because she's used to killing people and screen time in B-rated movies. 40-year-old virgin actor Shelley Malile was convicted of aggravated murder and assault for trying to murder his ex-girlfriend. He is facing life in prison, making us all wish this happened to Steve Carell so we wouldn't have to put up with him anymore. Ronnie Ortiz of MTV's Jersey Shore was indicted this week for punching a man, which he did on the MTV hit show Jersey Shore. When asked why he did it, he said, "It's a Jersey thing." The Kardashians have sent out their Christmas card this year. For those of you who care, get a life. Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson have announced they plan to divorce. In other news, Scarlett Johansson is now single and nerds all over the world rejoiced. Now here is our own World's Greatest Critic for his review of the Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Take it away, World's Greatest Critic. I'm on? What do you mean I'm on? You coming on to me, boy? You coming on to me? I'm not one. You one of them queer sexual, boy? I ain't gay. Don't you come on to me, boy. I ain't no queer or sexual. Don't make me get up, or I'll kick your ass. Yeah, I will. Don't make me get up. See, you're lucky I can't get up. Well, I'm gonna kick your ass, boy. What the fuck you mean I'm supposed to be doing a review? I know I'm supposed to be doing a fucking review. I'm the world's greatest critic, goddammit. I know I'm the world's greatest fucking critic and I'm supposed to be reviewing a fucking review. I'm the fucking world's greatest critic. Now I'm supposed to be talking about that movie with the Jesus line. Yeah, I fucking know that. Don't make me get up. I'm the fucking world's greatest critic. All these fucking directors telling me what to do. Fuck these fucking directors. I don't need to be told what to do. I'm the fucking world's greatest critic. Don't make me get up. Don't make me get up. See, you're lucky I can't get up. You're lucky I can't get up. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm the fucking world's greatest critic. And I know what I'm supposed to do. I had my own fucking show, remember? It was a great show. It was a great show. I had my own fucking show. It was on every week. I got fan mail. I got lots of fan mail. Everybody loved me. All the women, they wanted to screw me. And all the men they wanted to fucking be me. Because I'm the fucking world's greatest critic. That's who I am. Yeah, you're damn right I am. Yeah, you're lucky I'm not getting up very fast. You're lucky I'm not getting up very fast. I'm the fucking world's greatest fucking critic. Yeah, I've seen this movie. It was a pretty good movie. It had that Jesus lion in it. And he talked about being Jesus. It was actually on short. It was only like 5 minutes. No, I'm not fucking drunk. You're fucking drunk. Yeah, you damn right you better back away, damn director. Now, I had my own show, you know. Yeah, I did. And I'm the world's greatest critic, goddammit. And this was a good movie. It had a Jesus line in it. But it was short. It was only like 5 minutes long. And then the lights went up and some guy came to me and said, "Are you alright?" And I said, "You goddamn right I'm alright. Don't you know who I am? I'm the world's greatest fucking critic." Yeah, this was a good movie. And you're lucky I can't get up. Yeah, you're fucking lucky. You're fucking lucky. You know what? I have to pee. I have to pee. Thank you, world's greatest critic. Could someone please get him a towel and, I don't know, maybe clean that room up a little bit? Make sure to disinfect it. Now for sports news. Quarterback Donovan McNabb will reportedly be benched for the rest of the season with the Washington Redskins. When asked why, the Redskins said, "Well, we wanted to try something new." Instead of Donovan McNabb starting, backup quarterback Rex Grossman will be starting the rest of the season. Those of you who may remember Rex Grossman from his time with the Bears when he really didn't do anything. Michigan State basketball coach Tom Izzo will reportedly serve a one-game suspension for running a summer basketball camp and employing someone closely affiliated with a prospect, in violation of NCAA rules. This is a one-game suspension. When asked if it was a reward or a punishment, Tom Izzo said he wasn't sure. Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers did not start against the Patriots this week. For those of you lucky enough to hear this news early, you called your bookie and put money on the Patriots. Big Ten Commissioner Jim Delaney has decided to split the Big Ten into two divisions, with Ohio State, Penn State, Illinois, Indiana, Purdue, and Wisconsin being in the Leaders Division, and Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, and Northwestern being in the Legends Division. When asked how he decided on the division names and who was going to be in them, he said by throwing darts at a dartboard. Maryland is reportedly considering asking head coach Ralph Friedman to retire and accept a buyout. In other news, Penn State is considering asking head coach Joe Paterno not to change his diaper while on field. The Philadelphia Flyers defensive man Chris Pronger, who was injured Wednesday night, will reportedly have surgery and miss 6 weeks. This is bad news to the Philadelphia Flyers, who were hoping to win a game this year. For those of you who don't know, the Philadelphia Flyers are a professional hockey team out of Philadelphia. Just like the Phillies are a professional baseball team out of Philadelphia, the Eagles are a professional football team out of Philadelphia, and Rocky is a professional boxer out of Philadelphia. Now here are this week's football scores. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. I'm Steve Sanders, signing off.